Good afternoon, HHS, and welcome back to your weekly news. I'm Grace Duffield.
And I'm Zach Lewis. This week we'll bring you updates on sports, weather, and more. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Last week we had our class meetings.
And as there was a wave of absences, we wanted to give everyone a little recap so everyone was caught up.
So the biggest thing I want them to take away from class meetings is making sure that they have any updated or new information. We talk about some of the different things with like our crisis drills, and then also just reminders of information that's going to be important to them looking forward to next semester. Weather changes have some different focuses on rules, and as we get close to the end of the school year versus the end of a semester, those kinds of things we want to make sure students have.
So the biggest message from class meetings is just reminding students what our expectations are, how we're going to behave and treat each other here, the words that we live by, that we value people's humanity, joy, and dignity, and that everything comes back to that. There's also lots of logistical important information, like what to do during a crisis lockdown, or what to do with the dates, right? Like when scheduling starts, when you're going to sign up for your classes next year, when is prom, when is the end of the third term, things like that, when your credits have to be completed for graduation or you don't get to participate. So there's tons of important information in that second semester class meeting, along with a review of the expectations of how we're going to behave here at school, because what we can't say is, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a rule. Like, it's in the handbook, we go over at class meetings, so I just want everybody to be on the same page.
Thank you to our admin for giving their time to share the basics.
For more in-depth details and dates, check in with your counselor. Winter is slowly coming to a close, and we've been thinking about our lack of snow this year.
We decided to speak with some students and staff to get their input on our icy days off so far.
Honestly, it happens. There's not a lot of snow that's going down, and yeah, it just sucks.
I think the superintendent needs to really give us more snow days, and I think it's stupid that we don't have a lot of snow days, because especially like the week before finals, when like every other school closed and we didn't.
It's dumb. We should definitely have more snow days. That's all I'm saying. Because first off, we should have had at least 3 snow days. That's all I'm saying. But we've had two snow days.
I think that the lack of snow days shouldn't be up to one person. I think it should be based on what people think and how many people think that we should have a snow day.
I don't think there's been a lack of snow days. I think we've had the day off when we really shouldn't have had the day off. We kind of didn't get the storm, and then it hasn't been too bad actually. There's been no lack.
I think we should have more snow days. It's we already had some snow days, which is really nice, but I would think we should have more snow days. Like today, we got much snow, and it's the roads are icy, so it's very cold outside, so I think we should get a bit more snow days.
Speaking of snow, a popular club has started their adventures.
Ski Club is taking their first trip on February 16th.
The money is due by Monday, February 12th.
The cost is $100 plus any extras like food and snacks along the way.
The bus will leave at 6:30 in the morning.
And will ski from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 to 4 p.m.
We hope to see you there, and for more information you can talk to Mrs. Vessel, one of the advisors for Ski Club. Today is National Groundhog Day.
We talked to some people to hear their thoughts and predictions.
I think Groundhog Day is a myth, and I do think it'll pop up, but I don't think it'll be right this year.
I don't believe in Groundhog's Day just because it's an animal, and I don't really think that could tell whether the weather would change earlier or later, but I don't think it's going to see its shadow this year.
I'm really hoping it sees its shadow because I really want it to be warm and not cold anymore, and I believe in it. Yes, I think that the groundhog is telling the truth.
I don't think I believe in Groundhog's Day, and no, because the sun's not going to be out, and I think to see your shadow you have to have the sun out, so I'm going to say it won't see its shadow. Now, I will say this though, I'm gonna put one and plug in the best probably movie ever made is Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. That would be a good thing. People should watch that this weekend in honor of Groundhog's Day. It's one of the best movies ever made.
Do you think the groundhog will see a shadow?
I hope not. I'm ready for spring.
Me too. Black History Month starts this week.
We talked to some members from BSU to see what they have planned for this year's Black History Month.
So BSU is planning on going to Rallia and speaking to the elementary kids because we were asked to come in and just like give them like a general idea of what Black people celebrate during Black History Month and stuff like that, and like more important Black figures and Black important events and stuff like that. And then we're also going to go talk to the middle school and give them a presentation as well because both of them asked us to do it, and I guess we're going to do it in the same month because it makes sense. And then also later in the month we're going to have a potluck with the other schools and stuff like that, just to pretty much like have like a celebration of Black History Month. And it has like, we do it every year, but like I feel like it's more special during Black History Month and stuff like that.
So last year we did a project, the periodic table of Black history, and this year we're going to do like informational, like first Black people to do certain things, like first mathematicians, first U.S. senator, stuff like that. It's gonna be like on teachers, like near teachers' rooms, and like specific to what teacher, like that, what they subject they teach. And then we have like a couple field trips and whatnot planned.
This Wednesday, February 7th, is our annual Student Life Fair.
It will take place during A and B lunch, and students at the fair will provide info on school clubs and AP courses.
Don't forget, all clubs are seeking new members.
So don't be shy, get involved. Now we'll throw it over to Weather with Allie.
Welcome back to the HMP weather. Today starts our uprise in weather for this week, with the clouds and the sun peeking throughout this weekend and the beginning of next week. And the weather feels like spring. Phil the Groundhog even predicted an early spring this year. Now throwing it over to Alexis for sports.
Welcome back to Athletics with Alexis. There's more than just basketball happening this time of year. We dived in head first and asked the boys swim and dive team how their season is going so far.
My goals for the season are to swim sub like 525, 500 yard. And for the team, I'm hoping that we can place really high at our league championship while also improving as a team. We have a lot of young underclassmen that are really doing well this season, and I really hope to see them grow some more before the season ends.
It's going pretty well. I think I'm progressing pretty much as expected. Certain things that I wish it would have gone better, but ever since I got a concussion, it kind of screwed everything up. But I've been working a lot on like physical therapy and stuff like that, so I can rebuild all my skills. Just keep training hard, try to learn everything I can, and hopefully win the state meet. But we'll see how that goes.
We're ranked, I think, third in the league at the moment. We have Williamson on Thursday. If we beat them, then that'll put us up. That'll keep us in third. But it'll be a close meet. And then the leagues are in 3 weeks. And those are going to be a tough match between us and Eaton Rapids for second place in the league.
What a splash. We wish you all luck in the upcoming meets, boys. Powder Rough is just around the corner. Let's see how both teams are feeling.
Well, of course I'm confident. I mean, we're seniors. We're gonna win. I mean, it's not even gonna be close. My sister plays volleyball. Play volleyball all the time, almost every day in team sports, and also I've been playing for a long time. So yeah.
I'm confident in the seniors because we won Powder Puff. We're just gonna do it again. We're gonna coach them up, and we're just gonna make the team as best as we can and make the lineup good.
Yeah, I'm very confident. Seniors aren't ready for what we have to bring. They lost last year, and it's about to be a repeat. They're about to lose again.
It was a sad weekend for the Lions fans all around the country. We talked to some students to get their reactions to the game.
I mean, it was fun to watch the first half, but the second half wasn't so fun. I mean, we played really good in the first half, but then I think everything that could have possibly went wrong in the second half went wrong. Brock Purdy got lucky. We dropped interceptions, we fumbled, we dropped conversions, and we lost. It was bad.
It was a very tragic turn of events. Thought we were going to win it, but then the second half it just went downhill. It was a very tragic day at my household. My little brother was sobbing for at least an hour, and he's now switched up on the Lions. He's now supporting the Tigers, even though spring training hasn't even started. So it's just a sad, sad day.
They're a horrible second half team. They should have stepped it up, and they should have kicked 2 field goals at the end, and they could have won the game.
Although the Lions lost, the show must go on. This year, the Kansas City Chiefs will take on the San Francisco 49ers in Las Vegas. Super Bowl festivities have become a big deal, so let's see how everyone will be enjoying the game this year.
I plan on not watching the game because the Lions aren't in it, and I'm not trying to watch Taylor Swift the whole game.
I plan on watching the Super Bowl with friends and family and have a good time.
Plan on hanging out with friends and rooting against the Chiefs because I hate Taylor Swift.
I plan on watching it with my friends and hoping that the refs actually call some flags against the Chiefs.
I plan with hanging out with my family and friends, and my brothers will probably come home from Indiana.
On this week's edition of Signing Spotlight, we introduce David Wheeler, who will be continuing his baseball career at Mid-Michigan College. Let's see what he has to say.
I've been doing baseball like my whole life, ever since T-ball. I've stuck with it, and yeah. You know, when I was younger, I never really thought about going to college for baseball. I just did it for fun, and then as I got older, I started to like baseball a lot more, and especially like last year and the year before, I started doing much better at it. I thought it'd be a good idea to do it in college, so that's what I strive for. So I would email a bunch of colleges. I think it started like a little bit before last year, but I would start emailing a bunch of colleges and seeing who would email me back, and that's what I'd go after. And then also like the area of where their college is at mattered a lot to me because I wanted to be in like a nice area, and also like how the coach was towards me, like his communication, all that, all those were key. So I got, I think it was 4 offers, and the one I liked most was Mid-Michigan College because they're in Mount Pleasant. It's a good area. I went to a camp there, and I really liked the coach. I got to meet the players, and I thought it would be a good fit for me. You know, memories of high school, I mean, I love playing with all my teammates, and a lot of them are people I've been playing with for a long time, and I've grown up with, so it's always been super fun to play with them. We haven't had the best records throughout our high school career, but it's been fun.
Congrats, David. Tune in next week to see more editions of Signing Spotlight. Now, let's take a look at some scores from this week. The girls' basketball team played on Saturday and beat the Brighton Bulldogs with a score of 46-33. Then they headed to Mason for a CAAC Red matchup and beat the Bulldogs 63-21. Finally, the girls beat the Detroit Country Day and lost with a score 44-64 to the Yellow Jackets. Our boys basketball team went to Okemos for a CAAC cross-division matchup against the Wolves and lost 64-49. Then the boys team traveled to Fowlerville and won against the Gladiators 66-62 in a double overtime thriller. Our wrestling team dominated on the mats, beating Lansing Everett 48-12, but lost to Okemos 65-15. Good luck to the girls team as they play Fowlerville tonight and Rockford tomorrow. Here comes top 3. And our play number 3, Christina Dixon quickly finds Caitlin Johnson down low, who shoots a floater and knocks it down. In play 2, Charlie Dutcher grabs the defensive rebound and goes coast to coast and makes the contested layup to give the Vikings an early lead. Now, for play number 1, David Wheeler steps back to what looks like the NBA three-point line and knocks down the deep 3. Now throwing over to the table with Grace and Zach.
Thanks, Alexis. In this semester of New Beginnings, English 12 students were asked to write letters for change.
These letters contain ideas to change our school and community for the better.
Let's see what a few of these seniors wrote their letters about.
My letter change
was about changing the curriculum to better prepare students for their future in the real world. I care about it because I feel like it's really important for students to learn life skills like filing taxes and learning how to just do basic everyday things that you need later in life.
My letter for change is about distributing Chromebooks to students at Hazlitt so that they can take them home and work on school at home. I just think it's important for everyone to have an equal opportunity to complete schoolwork and assignments at home if they don't have a computer.
My letter for change was about kind of helping kids with their mental health and giving them outlets of like where they can talk to and stuff. I wrote mine because I have a girl that I mentor and she's been struggling with her mental health. So I just want to give her a way to like get help and just be happy.
What great ideas.
We can't wait to see how these ideas will be implemented.
That's all we have for you this week. I'm Zach Lewis.
And I'm Grace Duffield. Have a good weekend, Vikings.